I'm David Reimer with the Texas Storm Chasers. It is 6:50 on Friday, the 23rd of April, 2021. We have a couple new tornado warnings to discuss, one of which is in a highly populated area. So let's get to it. This is going to be a tornado warning for northeastern Denton County in North Texas. This does not include the city of Denton. It does include Pilot Point. It does include Aubrey. It does include Krugerville. It is north of Highway 380, and at this point it is east of Interstate 35. If you're on Interstate 35 and west, you are not under the gun from this specific tornado warning in Denton County. This is north of Fort Worth, northwest of Dallas, west of McKinney, etc. Let's go ahead and switch from the how hard it's raining mode to the which way the wind's blowing mode, and we'll see if we can see a circulation. Again, this is a tornado warning for northeastern Denton County, mainly for Pilot Point, Aubrey, and Krugerville on Highway 377. A potential tornado is located about 3 to 4 miles west of Aubrey, moving northeast at 25 miles per hour. This tornado warning runs until 7:15 p.m. and includes Krugerville, Aubrey, Ray Roberts Park, and Pilot Point. This is now, east of Interstate 35. All right, make sure we are streaming on all the things that need to be streaming. It looks like it. The audio's on this time, so that's always beneficial. We're going to talk about the most intense storms. We do have plenty of storms in progress across the state. You can track the ones closest to you using our free interactive weather radar on our website at texasstormchasers.com. But again, we're focusing on the most intense thunderstorms that pose the highest threat to life and property. The only other tornado warning in Texas at the moment is going to be with a supercell with a history of producing multiple significant tornadoes south of Vernon. This impacted near Lockett. That might not have actually be the proper city name. Lockett, about 10 minutes ago, meteorologist Jason Cooley with the Texas Storm Chasers, intercepted that tornado at close range and actually witnessed it destroy multiple structures, unfortunately. There's no data for him to stream live video right now, but he's going to have some very, very intense video to share on our YouTube channel here a bit later this evening. But this is a severe thunderstorm with a history of producing tornadoes, now very near or over Highway 287 with the potential for baseball-sized hail east of Vernon, moving east, almost southeast towards Electra. This storm's either going to move more easterly and impact Burke-Burnett in about 1 hour, or this is going to move southeast along Highway 287 and impact areas of Electra, Iowa Park, and Wichita Falls. If this storm turns right at all, it could pose a direct threat to Wichita Falls. But again, the primary severe thunderstorm in terms of a more highly populated area is going to be in north central Texas. In fact, we'll make sure we're streaming on our content partner DFW scanner. I'll hit that button real quick. And we should be. So our DFW content scanner partner has now joined our live coverage. Good evening. I'm David Reimer. It is 6:53 on Friday, April 23rd, 2021. We have a tornado warning in the northern sections of the DFW Metroplex. This is going to be for northeastern Denton County. Let's go ahead and be clear. This does not include the city of Denton. This does not include the city of Sanger at this point. It is east of Interstate 35. If you're in Denton, you can go about your evening. Sanger, you can go about your evening. This tornado warning does include Lake Ray Roberts. This does include Krugerville, Aubrey, and Pilot Point on Highway 377. The storm's moving northeast at about 25 miles per hour. As we switch from the how hard it's raining to the which way the wind is blowing mode, you can see we definitely do have a circulation being depicted by the Fort Worth weather radar. Reds are going to be winds moving away from the radar site in South Fort Worth. The greens are going to be winds moving towards the radar site in South Fort Worth, and those combination of winds indicate the potential for low-level circulation and a possible developing tornado. So those of you in Aubrey, Krugerville, and Pilot Point need to have already been enacted your tornado safety precautions. Lowest floor, center room, away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. If you have time, grab a helmet, put it on. Hard-soled shoes. We have not heard ground truth of a tornado in progress. We're keeping an eye out for any reports. We have not heard any with this thunderstorm so far. Across the remainder of the DFW Metroplex, we do have heavy thunderstorms in progress in portions of Denton, Ellis, Johnson, and Hill counties. Those are moving northeast and will bring additional heavy rain, small hail, and lightning to Fort Worth and Dallas over the next 1 hour. But the only severe thunderstorm in the DFW Metroplex at this time is going to be this tornado warned storm currently 3 miles west northwest of Aubrey, moving towards Pilot Point. If you're in Pilot Point, Aubrey, and Krugerville, you need to be in your safe place. You should have moved there 5 minutes ago when your phones went off with the wireless emergency alert that there is a tornado warning. So a tornado warning continues until 7:15 p.m. Mainly now, it looks like it just got narrowed down. That's good. So you see the polygon has been decreased in size. That's what these polygons do. County-based warnings have not existed in over 10 years. You hear a tornado warning for portions of Denton County, you might think the entire county. No. This includes a very small portion of northeastern Denton County. This does not include the city of Sanger, does not include Denton, does not include Little Elm. Anyone else in Denton County, this does not include, with the exception of Pilot Point and Aubrey. And that's for a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado moving northeast. It'll cross Highway 377 near or just south of Pilot Point, just north of Aubrey over the next 15 minutes. So those of you in the tornado warning polygon, you need to take action. And that's going to be lowest floor, center room, away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. All right, there were no other severe storms in the Metroplex at the moment. We might see a few more storms coming from the northwest this evening that are currently northwest of Wichita Falls, and those might have some hail and damaging winds later tonight. Otherwise, we also have strong storms moving into the DFW Metroplex from the south. They are not severe at this time, but they may have small hail, heavy rain, and frequent cloud-to-ground lightning. So we'll keep an eye on the sky. We'll let our DFW scanner folks enjoy their evening. And we'll continue coverage now on the Texas Storm Chasers platforms. All right, Texas Storm Chasers fans, thank you. My apologies. We're partners with DFW Scanner, so when there is severe weather in the immediate DFW Metroplex, we'll usually try and do a update for them as well. Now, let me see if I can get the program here to work. My apologies. Just so sometimes I have to do a little bit of housekeeping. So the good news is we have not heard any ground truth reports out of the storm in northeastern Denton County. That being said, we are seeing indications that rotation may be trying to increase. There are several radar sites located across the DFW Metroplex. They're called Casa radars. There's one on top of UNT in Denton that's got a very good look at the low levels of the storm. We don't have direct access to it. It's a private radar. But fortunately, those at the National Weather Service and emergency managers do, and according to them, the rotation is increasing with this storm. So there still remains the potential of a tornado over Highway 377 over the next few minutes in Pilot Point and Aubrey in northeast Denton County. So everyone there needs to be in shelter. We do have a supercell with a history of producing multiple tornadoes. Many of our team were out chasing this storm today, and it's probably going to be some of the best video we've shared in the 10 years plus we've been around. So that's going to be on our YouTube channel later this evening. We also had photographers out there. So this is a dangerous supercell moving southeast down Highway 287. We'll see if the Weather Service up in Norman elects to extend the tornado warning. Regardless, this storm is producing very large hail, and it does appear to be turning a little more to the southeast, which increases the threat to towns of Electra, Iowa Park, and eventually this tornadic supercell could impact the city of Wichita Falls at about 8 p.m. or shortly thereafter. This storm is producing tennis ball to baseball size hail. Earlier, it produced softball-size hail. So again, those of you in Electra, Iowa Park, Wichita Falls, you need to keep a very close eye on this thunderstorm. as it moves southeast, it has a history of producing softball-sized hail and tornadoes. Additional thunderstorms are underway across the eastern Texas Panhandle and northwest Texas, capable of producing small hail, heavy rain. Sorry, multitasking. Just had a report of 3-inch diameter size hail at 6:47 p.m. east of Vernon. That is larger than the size of a baseball. All right. So that's what we're dealing with right now. Tornadic supercell capable of producing softball-sized hail and a tornado moving southeast down Highway 287 towards Electra could eventually be a threat to Burke Burnett and Wichita Falls at about 8 p.m. Second tornadic supercell capable of producing a tornado in northeast Denton County. We have not heard any reports of a tornado down, and the rotation does look a bit weaker at the moment, but we could still have a brief tornado be produced just north of Aubrey near Pilot Point over the next 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to keep a close eye on the skies. You can follow the Texas Interactive Weather Radar on our website at texasstormchasers.com/radar, and we'll be back if additional tornado warnings are issued. I'm David Reimer.